This is the bonus reading for mid-April for all water signs. We'll start with, I'll do an overall reading for all the water signs, then we'll go and we'll do one for Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio for your mid-month check-in. While I'm shuffling the cards, make sure that you are subscribed to the channel and make sure that you are looking at the readings of the weekly readings that I'm posting, because there's some really good information. They're very quick readings. I have the timestamps available so you can skip to your sign, your moon sign, your sun sign, your rising sign, and even your Venus sign. And by checking all of your signs, it's going to give you a better indication on little more messages of what you need to hear. All right, so let's do, for all water signs, I'll do a quick read and see what's going on for the mid-month check-in. Ooh, so all the water signs are being guided to draw healthy boundaries at this time. And this is all about, recognizing, what is really going to benefit you in the way of making sure that you are letting only the good energy come in, right? As opposed to letting all of the energy come in, having a little bit of a gate set up on letting your boundaries being crossed by certain people, especially as water signs. Water signs are very much in the flow and fluid and feel things, and water signs are very intuitive. So it's really healthy to draw boundaries, because otherwise, you may have your lines crossed, or something may not work on your behalf because your energy is being leaked out. So let's see what the Ocean Goddess deck says for all of the water signs for your mid-month April check-in. Let's see. Okay, so I'm getting the windward side of the island. So when you're on the windward side of the island, this is all about being true to yourself, but also bracing yourself for information that's coming in, because on the windward side of the island, that is where most of the wind is coming in, right? And you're feeling it come off the water, and it's impacting you in a way that could be a little disruptive. Maybe some sand is blowing in your face or something like that. So make sure you're taking precautions by setting healthy boundaries by wearing sunglasses or wearing a windbreaker or something like that so you don't get cold. Let's see what else is coming out. And I'm also seeing that safety stop. So yeah, safety stop is needed. I feel like the water signs are going too fast. You're looking for a breakthrough, but at the same time, you have to trust in divine timing on how it's going to transcend. Because when you draw these healthy boundaries, that's also making sure that toxic energy doesn't come into your stratosphere, and that you pump the bilge and get rid of all the dirty water. You're about to make a breakthrough. You're so close. You're at the 11th hour. It's going to happen, and the shooting star popped out. So all the water signs, your messages right now, you are the star of the mofo show, okay? There is no one doubting it. You shouldn't doubt it. It is happening for you. It is all happening in divine timing. So you just need to take a pause and recalibrate your inner compass. Okay, let's see what's in the tarot cards for the collective water signs. Okay, interesting. All right, so the Fool card is the first card that pops out. So this is all about a brand new journey, which we all know that this month there's been, we've had the eclipses, we've had all of this energy of things moving and propelling us forward into other dimensions, really, of looking at things, different paths. And now we have the Uranus and Jupiter conjunction on the 20th of April, which is going to be expansion in ways you weren't expecting. And so now is the time. If you have an opportunity to let go and let God, now is the time to do it. Because things will balance out for all the water signs as things go through. You have the infinity symbol, so it's the ebb and flow of everything. It's really just stepping into this energy of understanding that it may seem chaotic, but it's going to balance out. Everything balances out. Energy cannot be created or destroyed. It can only be moved around, right? So going in the flow and being, in the trust of understanding that with the Hermit card is the path will rise to meet you. You may have one step at a time moving forward that's going to open up, but you have to understand that you can't just do the rum line, from like point A to point B. You have to tack back and forth and let the road unfold as you go, because it's being created. All right, let's see. And then the overall message for the water signs, and then I'll get into each individual water sign as well, is share the intimate details of your wishes and dreams. So this is an opportunity with the shooting star card to step into this energy and being open and honest with somebody and really being communicative and opening up how you feel. And if this also goes back to the original thing with drawing healthy boundaries, then it's time to draw healthy boundaries. And you're going to know this because the path is being illuminated by the shooting star card and by the hermit card with the lantern. So that is really good energy. You know, you're always in the right place at the right time, and trust in divine timing. And when you're on that, you know, that journey of something new, let go and let God, 100%, or whatever you want to call it, universe, whatever. Okay, so that being said, I will start with Cancer signs, Cancer, sun, moon, rising. If you don't know your sun, moon, and rising signs, obviously you know your sun signs because that's what you're born with, but you're also born with your rising and your moon signs. And so you can go look up online, and they're going to be different zodiac signs. So, or they might be the same, who knows? You might be a stellium. But that will give you an indication of different messages coming through at this time. And then you can piece together what is resonating for you, since this is a general reading. I do see for the Cancer signs, diligent follow through is needed. So you need to follow through. It's time to co-create with the universe. It's time. You've been planning in your little crabby shells, having fun, plotting and planning and being homemakers, Susie homemakers, whatever, but it's time for you to follow through with your plans. You have to start taking action and co-creating with the universe and how these opportunities are coming in, because that's what's going to help you rise to the next level. So let's see what the Ocean Goddess deck says for the Pisces. All right, so match racing. So I do see that there's definitely some competition, whether it's in yourself. Actually, I feel like this is external. So what is meant for you will not pass you by, but when you have match racing, it's literally, you have the same type of sailboat as your competitor, and it's all gonna come down to tactics and skills. It's not going to be what they have and what you have, because everything is an equal playing ground. So you have to follow through. So if something is giving you competition, you have to know that you are going to have to pull up your bootstraps and really tap into overcoming the challenges with your skills and grace, okay? And that's going to help you follow through in this race. Now, if this is within yourself, then that's something you need to address by making sure you're in tune with your emotions, as opposed to logic override and overthinking things. So let's see what the tarot says for the Cancers, sun, moon, rising, or Venus. Okay, this is your mid-April check-in. Okay, so I do see that, you know that as the High Priestess coming out, standing in your power, holding your cards close to your chest, you know what's going on behind the scenes. Intuitively, you know how things are going to unfold. What I would recommend between now and the end of the month and going into May is to not tell everybody your plans every step of the way, because I do see that you have been waiting on something to gestate and come to fruition, and you might start feeling a little bit discontent. And usually when you start talking about this with people, they want to empathize and make you feel better, but then you're amplifying that vibration and you're holding it in your vibration even stronger, as opposed to just setting it, forget it, let it go. When you're planting seeds, it's time to just let them go, let them grow, and focus your energy on something else. The High Priestess is saying, focus internally on what's going on. Listen to your intuition, your higher knowledge. It's always going to lead you in the right direction. I also see that there is a message coming in. This is also, the Page of Swords is indicating of being spied on, or someone checking you out online energetically to see, maybe they want to work with you. Maybe there's, especially since you've been waiting on something, this could be someone wanting to collaborate with you. The Emperor card is indicating that, yes, you are definitely an alchemist. You're in the right place at the right time. And as this unfolds the rest of the month, make sure you keep your cards close to your chest and don't tell everybody your plans. It's really, especially with, there's strong competition around you. I don't know what it is. You're going to have to comment and let me know, because in the weekly readings, I was also reading for Cancers, and there's a lot of competition, and missed opportunity that's perceived as a missed opportunity, but it's really not. It's just ships are passing in the night, and what is meant for you will not pass you by 100%. But you also have to use your intuition to make sure that you are there paying attention to what the opportunity is so you don't miss it, because you can miss it if you're not tuned in, tapped in, and turned on, if you know what I mean. So let's see. Oh wait, 1 second. Let me get my angel cards. Okay, so the angel messages coming through, flipped right out of the deck, is cut the cords. So anything that's toxic around you, anything that is draining your energy, whether it is low vibrational people, social media that's making you perceive the world in a way that doesn't really exist. Social media is very Neptunian, dreamland, doesn't really exist in reality. You know, there's a lot of facades. So make sure that you are not absorbing too much toxicity. The rest of this month, make sure that you're tapping into what makes you feel good. And if it doesn't, if you start feeling your energy leak, that's where you cut the cord. And it's like metaphysically speaking, right? You're not actually cutting anything, but you're really stepping into this energy of saying, here are my boundaries, and I'm gonna follow through in this direction. I'm not gonna be distracted by shiny objects. I'm going to move forward with my plan. And I do see that by listening to your intuitive feelings, this is going to give you the right path, especially as a double indicator with the High Priestess. It's all about tapping into that intuition and knowing that you are on top of your game. You have things going on. Listen to your intuition. These are divinely inspired, answered prayers on which steps to take next. Let's see what's in your love life. Okay. All right. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. All right. I do see that there's a soul level bond around you or coming in between now and the end of the month, or getting started. So initiating that diligent, back to the original, diligent follow through is needed. You have to follow through. If this is starting, you want more romance in your life, you need to start taking steps and actions to put you on that path to bring that romance back into your life. Because you're a mirror of what you put out into the universe, and what you think about, you become, and you also attract that. So you need to understand, if you want this beautiful, loving soul bond relationship, you're going to have to initiate it. And the first initiation is even just journaling about it. Now, if you're in a relationship, this is definitely saying it's time to take action. Make sure you're matching the speed and actions of what it is that you are feeling in the relationship, and make sure you're communicating. Communicating is the #1 thing that is so healthy for any relationship. All right, let's see. All right, and so it's time to let your walls down when it comes to this, but also with the High Priestess, it's basically saying you need to be careful in who you're letting your walls down with. So use discernment, but don't be so closed off that you're closing love off from your life. Make sure that you are listening to your intuition on what to open up with, and let your walls down, so people can see behind the curtain what's going on with you, but also protect your energy. And then, interesting. So the other card that popped out from the Pure Ocean Heart deck was, you are beautiful inside and out. So understanding that you have this beauty that's transcending your inner light, pushing it out into the world, Cancer, is really going to help you this rest of this month as this check-in. And this could be what you've already been feeling this month with the eclipses, and now we have the conjunction coming in, and with Uranus and Jupiter on April 20th, which is going to be insane. And I'm like really hoping that everybody gets transcended to the next level of where we want to go in so many unexpected ways. So that being said, let's just slap on some island spice for the Cancer reading and see what else is going on romantically. Ooh, so be mesmerized by the lights and the diamonds shining on the water. So having fun getting distracted by shiny objects, right? But usually when you're watching the water, when you're looking at the ocean, or when you are on a lake or any kind of body of water, when the sun is glimmering down and all the lights just dancing, get mesmerized into that. That is a nice trance state to be in, because you start to manifest your visualizations, because it makes you feel good. You can feel the warmth of the sun on your skin, even if there's a cool breeze, whatever that may be, that's going to help open up that avenue and bring in more visualization opportunities. And it's easier than, a lot of people think meditation's hard. It really just puts you in a meditative state. And when you get into that state, that flow, you will see wonders happen in unfolding in your romantic life, and also in the projects and career things you're planning right now. So that's what I have for Cancer, Sun and Moon rising and Venus. Let's see. All right, we'll move on to Scorpios. This is the water sign mid-month check-in for April for you. Make sure you're checking out my weekly videos. I also do bonus readings like this live, and I plan on doing more now that I have more time on my hands based on where I am with my projects. So let's see what the overall arching theme is for Scorpio. Ooh, the ocean will wash away your tears. I love that. So release all the tension and let go. So this is saying if there's something you've been holding on to, that sometimes, you have to cry to let things out. And I have a lot of Scorpio male friends, so I don't imagine them crying. So I'm trying to also put it in a way that it's for, the divine masculine and the divine feminine. But when it comes down to it, Scorpios are very still waters run deep, and they may seem very stoic on the surface, but man, they are full of depth and feeling, and you are as well. And so literally letting the ocean just wash over you, whether that's taking a salt bath or using a salt scrub in the shower. But if you can get in the ocean or a saltwater pool, bonus, that is going to just make you feel so cleansed. Think about how good you feel when you go break a sweat and work out, and then you take a shower. Same thing. Anything you do to tap into that salt energy, the ocean vibe, this is going to really help you between now and the end of the month, and then going into May. All right, so let's see what the Ocean Goddess deck says for you. UK Chris, oh my God, wow, you look so much like my mom. I just found your channel and I like and subbed. Oh, that's awesome. Chris, and you're a 16 degree Capricorn from London. How are you? Oh my God, welcome. Cool, well stick around after I do, so I'm doing the water signs right now. And then what I'll do is then I'll pull some cards. So if you want me to pull a card for you, give you a little mini reading for free, I will totally do that. So stick around. Oh, I'm fabulous. Thank you. That's awesome. I'm so happy you're here. How fun that you just came across the channel. Okay, so let's go back to the Scorpio reading. So cool. All right, I got you, Chris. So what I'm seeing is the caught on the inside. So when you're caught on the inside and you're paddling your surfboard out to the lineup, you have a choice with the waves that are going to, you're on your surfboard, the waves are kind of feathering at the top, and you have a choice to see if you're going to go over the wave or if you're going to duck dive. But being caught on the inside is saying you probably are off on your timing, so you need to play it safe and take the path of least resistance. Otherwise, you're going to wipe out, and it's not going to feel good, okay? So, determination and drive is going to get you through the whitewash of the water, Scorpio. So if there's any internal things going on, especially with, the tears, the ocean washing away any kind of feelings or negative energy, this is going to be really important for you. Let's see what the tarot says. All right, love and light, Scorpios, let's see. Okay, interesting. So Scorpio, I do see that there's definitely, the Nine of Swords is coming out. And when I see this card, this is self-inflicted mental energy. You've been playing old tapes in your head, old things that are keeping you feeling trapped and up at night. But this is also other people's energy and thoughts, right? So you can help stay away from this energy if you would just protect yourself and your energetic field by not letting anyone else's thoughts infiltrate your stratosphere, okay? And also, what I'm getting to is drawing healthy boundaries of what energy you're going to let in and what energy you're going to not let in, right? Because at that point, you really just want to tap into your inner source and your inner passion and get out of this mental energy and get out of logic override. This is logic override. You need to get back into your feelings, because I do see with the Six of Cups, there's a lot of reconciliation and reciprocity coming in for you. People giving back to you, making sure that you're not breadcrumbed, right? Because people can come in, they can breadcrumb you and give you just a little bit, but this is not the case. This is going to be more of an emotional fulfillment. And like I said, right, get out of the mental energy and into the emotional energy. So I do see that with the Four of Pentacles, holding your cards close to your chest, not wanting to release, hold things on, that's okay. But don't hold on to things so tightly that they can't grow, right? You don't want to suffocate things that you've planted seeds, and then you're scared it's going to grow or someone's going to come and cultivate it, and you just hold on so tight to it with your life, and then you end up sucking the life out of it. So what you need to do, Scorpio, is you need to get more into this passion energy. This is also a very Aries card, with the Queen of Wands. You are also ruled by Mars, so getting into more of that passion and getting out of the feeling, but more into the passion and getting some steam rolling back in your life, right? Invigorating that back up into, that's going to drive you forward, more steam to move forward. I'm definitely like getting like a locomotive or a train. If that means anything to you, comment below and let me know what that means. But overall, I do see that you are going to have to walk away from things that are no longer serving you this month, where if you look at this card with the Five of Cups, he has two cups behind him full of love and emotion, right? And then the cups spilled in front of him, and he doesn't even realize, all he needs to do is turn around and see that there's a beautiful rose growing behind him, and the cups are ready for him. So you need to change your perspective, Scorpio, and let go of the things that aren't serving you. And that might take some deep dive of, realizing what is the problem? What is the real thing that's going on? Let me get an angel card for you. Yeah, tarot is cool. It's fun. It's fun to read too. I've been reading tarot for a very long time. And it's a great tool to amplify the intuition when it comes through. And anyone can do it, Chris, so you can do it. Okay, so Scorpio, the overall energy you need to tap into is your solar plexus. Your solar plexus chakra is really all about understanding it's safe to be powerful and stand in that confidence that you have within yourself, and taking charge of yourself and your life in a positive way, not letting other people sway and influence you in other directions, but it's really you staying focused on the path, harnessing that energy, and then taking action to move forward. I always see this solar plexus card or that chakra associated with Leo, and that lion, that inner goddess, right? Or lioness. So let's put some spice on that for you. Well, first I'll pull a romance card for you and see what's in for Scorpio. All right, so funny, Scorpio, it's funny. Okay, the first card was, the ocean will wash away your tears, and now I'm getting the card in romance, you need a cold shower. So there's a lot of water energy going on for Scorpios, the end of the month for this check-in, which is interesting because whatever it is that you need a cold shower, whether you've been working out or getting sweaty with somebody, whatever that may be, only you know. But that's going to amplify that passion with that Queen of Wands energy card that I just pulled for you. There's someone around you that's very attracted to you, so you're making them sweat or hot under the collar, or vice versa, so that's really cool. And now we will put the island spice on it, which this is the deck that I use for if I were to have a cocktail at sunset, I want some tropical fruit juices or whatever, put some nutmeg. This is the nutmeg of the deck, okay? Or of my decks, really. Ooh, so I do see breakthroughs coming through for you, Scorpio. The crisp dawn of the crisp break of dawn is near. So whatever that means to you, that's kind of funny how I twisted up the words, because that could mean something for you personally with this general reading, okay? And the card right behind it is said, don't fan the flames. So only fan the flames that are going to benefit you the rest of this month. Don't engage especially we are in the middle of a Mercury retrograde in Aries, and with all this Aries energy, and even though we're going into Taurus, we have that Uranus, Jupiter conjunction in Taurus. That is going to spark a lot. And so stay away from things that could make you feel a little tense the rest of the month, Scorpios. So love and light to you. And now we'll move on to Pisces, and then I will do personal readings at the end. UK Chris, you're first on the list. Yeah, if you're watching, please chime in the chat. It's always fun to do lives because there's always a couple people. When I'm filming a lot of videos on my own, it's kind of like it's like I'm channeling so much energy that when it's more fun to like share the energy. Okay, so Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Let's see what your overall Ocean Goddess card is for you. Okay, Pisces, this is funny. I just did a reading in the weekly. You need to separate the difference between excitement and fear. Fear doesn't exist. Fear is just an illusion that we put on ourselves because we're scared. Our ego wants to always protect us, but it's not real. Fear doesn't exist, but it does because people think it does. So when you feel fear, understand that that's actually excitement coming through, and that's the direction you should head. You should head right towards that fear because that is your intuition saying there's something to explore there. Now, obviously use caution. You know, don't do something silly. I'm talking about metaphorically here. All right, and so behind that, your surroundings are a reflection of your thoughts. So anytime you're thinking something, think about it as more of, how good can this get? Let that be your mantra. How good can this get? As opposed to waiting for the other shoe to drop or waiting for things to unfold in a way where you're like, I'm not sure. No, you need to be sure, unwavering on your goal, and focus on that excitement, and don't let fear, let it wash by the wayside. So let's see what the Ocean Goddess deck says. All right, the OG deck. So a couple cards popped out. I'll take all three, but Pisces, so I see the Summer Maker card. The Summer Maker card is all about that special day in summer that you are thinking that was the best day of summer yet. It was the perfect temperature, perfect company, perfect everything, perfect food, perfect community, everything. And so this is saying all the stars are aligning. So this is a star card as well, the Summer Maker card. I made these cards, and so this is basically like my interpretation, which I think has more personalization because now I'm not reading from a book with someone else's interpretations. I have my own. So the Summer Maker card is coming out for you. I do have Mind the Tides, so understanding the ebb and flow of what the ocean has for you. Understanding that you need to trust in divine timing the rest of this month. Like I said, don't do anything that's going to fan the flames. So I said that for Scorpio, but that in my mind is coming out for you too, Pisces. And also following the natural wind, the true wind, the speed of the true wind. Don't try to force things. Don't try to tack away from the wind. Go with the wind. Let it take you where it needs to. And if that's a divinely inspired experience, or if it's a divine meeting or something like that, just say yes. Just say yes, you know. Use your resources to your advantage, and, you know, your tactics and the angle you take will move you forward. So there is forward momentum happening for you, Pisces. That's awesome. And you're lucky you got 3 cards for the Ocean Goddess deck. Okay, so now we'll get into the tarot. Okay, so ooh, out of the gate, I have so the Ace of Cups. This is a birth of something new. This is something new coming in that's going to bring you that beautiful, emotional, loving feeling again. A brand new cycle, if you will, and, you know, closing out the old cycles. It's interesting because the Fool card is right behind it, which is the brand new journey, a brand new beginning of something moving forward and taking a leap of faith, saying yes. Didn't I just say that? You know, if you have something that is going to give you that feeling of following the true wind, that's going to help you step into the energy of saying, yes, I have the confidence to move forward. Because if you look at this guy, you know, the Fool, he's sitting there just blissfully letting the wind blow the petals off his flowers, and he's just, you know, he's like, I've got a little bit of provisions in my knapsack, that's about it, but I just know I'll be taken care of along the way. And with the Ace of Cups is saying you will have total emotional fulfillment that's going to be starting for you. So this could be a new endeavor, a birth of something that's going to come in and make you feel in your feelings again, because sometimes in cycles, right, they're in the dead of winter, you really don't have much feeling, right, about summer. But when summer comes, or spring, you know, this is saying you're starting to feel alive again. And I love that feeling. I do feel that, Pisces, you need to step in your leadership role the rest of this month. Get into this logic energy. Don't get so swept away in all those beautiful emotions, because you do have to balance this energy out so you can think clearly and move forward and really feel that you need to make some decisions. I do feel like there's some decisions coming in for you, especially when the King of Swords comes through. It's all about making decisions, being strategic in your way. And so that's going to play a big part for you. So you'll have to let me know how this transpires for you between now and the end of the month, and even into May. So just comment on one of the videos and let me know, because I'll know what you're talking about. Let's see. Okay, in romance for Pisces, Pisces Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Oh, there's a blue jay outside my window. So if that means anything to anybody, that could be a sign, a good indication. All right, so in love, what is going on for Pisces? Okay, I do see there's a strong bond around you, which is beautiful and lovely. I do see that you're at a point where you make it or break it. So this is where you want to tap into the energy of the Summer Maker card, but do things that make you feel good. But minding the tides, understanding the ebb and flow of everything. Sometimes you have to move forward and make a decision for things to continue. And if it doesn't, then it just kind of drifts away and fizzles. So it depends on what you want for that in your romance to move forward, okay? So understanding the strong bond, recognizing that, and communicating that with the person, right? Okay, so now we'll just add some spice, island spice onto that. Ah, and the card that popped out is it's 5 o'clock somewhere. So you need to step in this energy, let go, let your hair down, have some fun, get back into the Summer Maker card, and it's 5 o'clock somewhere. Things are going to transpire and be a lot of fun. I think the overall message for the rest of the month, Pisces, is to tap into the energy of just being in the moment and having fun. Let yourself have some fun. Even though the King of Swords popped out for logic and, you know, critical thinking, you may need that in business, but when it comes to just being in the moment, step into that playful energy, have that fun, have that beautiful summer night, right? Summer's coming up for some of us soon, and depending on in the Northern Hemisphere, you know, but it's different for everybody. But you get what I'm saying, tapping into that energy. All right, UK Chris, are you still there? What do you mean that ain't me? McDuke, whatever. Sorry, kind of hard to read that small on my phone. Okay, hey, UK Chris, what's going on? Okay, so if you want me to pull a card while you're online, let me know. I'm gonna pull some cards for UK Chris and do a mini reading. So if you'd like something, just tap in the chat. Yes, you want a card or you have a question, let me know. All right, Chris, let's see what's going on for you. I'm pulling from the Pure Ocean Heart deck that I made. So these are all beautiful ocean messages that I put into these cards. So it's tapping into that divine ocean energy, the dolphin energy. Okay, so the card that popped out, Chris, is I forgive myself, I forgive you. So if you heard of that Hono Opo Ono, I think that's what it is, that Hawaiian, I forgive you, I forgive myself, because we're all divinely connected. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, dolphin. My friend took that picture of the dolphin in the Bahamas. But stepping into the energy of forgiving yourself, like maybe, and you can tell me how this resonates, or you don't have to, because you may want this to just be, you know, a vague reading, but you will know what it means. but either there's something you feel like you missed out on and you're not letting yourself get past that, or there's someone around you that you need to forgive. Sometimes we think that, in general, as humans, we think that forgiveness is a weakness because that means we're letting go of that energy and letting go of and closing out that chapter, but it's actually the greatest strength. It's the greatest strength to move forward, because when you have that inner strength to forgive somebody or a situation, or forgive yourself, that's the hardest thing that we all have to do. When you do that, magic happens. UK Chris, do you know your sun sign? Because I don't know if you're really listening to the other signs, but the card that popped out, separate the difference between fear and excitement. And I did this was the Pisces reading. So that's telling me that, you know, I'm curious to see what's up, darling. Oh, I see what you're saying. So when is your birthday? And then I'll be able to see I'll be able to tell you what your sun sign is. Yeah. So your sun sign is like, so I was born in March. I'm an Aries, right? So when's your birthday? And so when you go to my videos, which since you're new, it's really cool. When you go to the weekly intuitive messages, you will just go down to your sun sign and tap the timestamp, and it'll give you the reading for the energy I channeled for that. So January what? So you're either Aquarius or Capricorn. Yeah, do that. Okay, so yeah, well, you're on the right channel. You're on the right channel. So the message is to separate the difference between fear and excitement. Fear doesn't exist. Fear is just an illusion. So depending on if there's a project or something that you're trying to really tap into, that you know that you're really called to do, but you're scared to do it because being scared of failure is one of the biggest fears. That, I think, public speaking and moving. but that's not going to oh, January 1st. Okay, so you're Capricorn. Okay, cool. So you're Earth sign. You are an Earth sign. Your sun sign is Earth sign, and you're Capricorn. So now when you go to my readings, you just go down to the Capricorn sign, tap the timestamp, and then you'll get your reading. But yeah, and so separating the difference between fear and excitement for you right now, what is that? Is there something you're working on that you're scared to move forward with, or that it seems like too good to be true? Yeah, all good signs are good. All signs are good, darling. You're fine. Okay, let's see what the tarot says for you. All right. Okay, so I see the Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles is when you start with the Pentacles, you, okay. The Ten of Pentacles is saying, you know, financial abundance. This is the end of a cycle. This is the completion of working from the Ace of Pentacles, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 10. So whatever you're working on, this is something that's going to give you that solid foundation of moving forward and giving you that financial boost that you need to feel comfortable to sit on your throne. And I don't know, maybe a white dog is significant to you. You know, just feeling comfortable and knowing that you have everything taken care of. So whatever you're doing, I'm not sure, you know, what you have going on, but I do see some financial abundance coming in for you. Someone giving you money, maybe giving you your dream job. Let's see. Yes, and I do see, so this is the Wheel of Fortune. Oh, you do love dogs. Good. That's awesome. The Wheel of Fortune, if you think about it, everything's in a cycle, right? Our seasons are a cycle. So you start with spring, summer, fall, winter, the dead of winter, right? And then spring, everyone's alive. So, and all things are growing. So when you have the Wheel of Fortune, everything's cyclical. So this is saying, in this card right here with this energy, everything is spinning in your favor, even though you may be waiting on something to kind of get back to the top of your game. But you have so much divinely guided protection here that you will reach your goal, whatever this means for you. The Wheel of Fortune is, also understanding the difference between the ebb and flow of the tides, right? In and out. High tide, low tide, high tide, low tide. All right, we'll pull one more card. Oh, and then I pulled the Sun card. This is beautiful energy. So this indicates within the next 24 hours, the next day, things turning around, being a yes, shining your inner light out, getting back into this beautiful childlike energy of your inner child, tapping into that energy, because that's what's going to manifest what it is that you're looking for. And I just read that. Yeah, you don't fully get it, but it's easy listening to you. Oh, thank you. You know what? That's okay. Your subconscious is getting it. And at some point, the more you start to learn tarot and intuition, you will definitely, it will start to gel. It'll make sense. That's how I felt the first time I started studying astrology, a decade ago, at least, maybe even more. And now, I mean, it felt like a foreign language, but now I'm like, okay, it makes sense. So you'll get there, but these are just messages. So basically this is saying overall, shine your inner light out into the world, Chris, and let people see that beautiful sunshine that you have, because you make people feel good just being around you. You have beautiful energy, a sun-like energy, Think about when you got to the sun and you feel that warm energy. Oh, okay, I'll pull an angel card for you. Yes, for sure, you will. Well, you're in a great community. I have a lot of great people on this channel, and I have a lot of plans moving forward of doing interviews and free readings. Also, I do have for you and for anyone else who's chiming in, I'm giving away a free intuitive reading. I'm doing the drawing on April 20th. So go to one of my videos after this live and comment, and you'll be automatically entered to win a free intuitive reading with me. So that'll be fun. You're welcome. Okay, so, oh, hold on, the card fell on the floor. Interesting. So I pulled the mediumship card. So you're a channeler. You're a natural channeler, Chris. You may not realize it, but everyone has a natural ability to connect with the divine spirit and your higher self. Like when you hear your voice in your head, that's your voice. That's actually your intuition. Like if you ask yourself a question, oh, what should I do? And then something pops up and it's in the voice of in your head. That's your intuition. So you are tapped in, and I think you're on the right path learning this, because it's going to help you open up more into following your intuition and being able to help people also open up their intuition. And I know that doesn't mean a lot to you right now, but I promise you it will someday. Yeah, you should. You should. All right, and then, yep, it's funny. So I pulled the workshops and seminars card for you. So this is saying, if you feel inspired to pick up a book, or like even subscribing to my channel or being on my channel, and learning about what interests you is what you're being divinely guided to. Like, I'm curious, how did you even find my channel? Because I am such a small channel. And I'm so grateful, because that means you were energetically aligned with the vibe that I'm putting out on my channel. Okay, yeah, I'm actually, so go watch some videos, but I don't know if I'm gonna do, well, wait, oh, I have the air signs left to do. I don't know if I'll come back tomorrow and go live and do the air signs, the mid-month April check-in. So if you miss it, it's okay. Just make sure the notification bell is on, and you'll know where I'm going live. And then I also do live readings or daily readings as well. Oh, love and light. I'm so glad. That's so cool. I'm so happy that you saw that and you clicked in. I'm so happy. That's really nice. Good. Okay. Well, good. Listen, I know you're in the UK. What is it, like 11 o'clock there? You enjoy the rest of your evening. I'm gonna, unless someone else wants a reading, I don't know who else is on the live. I'm gonna log off and finish some other videotapes and then or taping and then or filming, videotaping. That's funny. And then I'll be back live tomorrow to do the air signs mid-month check-in. Thank you. I will. Love and light to you, UK Chris. All right, I'm gonna sign off. I'll see you tomorrow. All right, take care. Bye.